hatred that is inside me is remarkable. Like, if it was strength, I would be a superhero. I can hate people just instantly. Just the glance of the back of their head, I can just go, prick. I go, he's gone now, he's behind that wall, but I know he's a prick. Out there somewhere, being a prick. And it's the hatred that everyone in this room, you'll feel it once a year. You get it once a year where you're having a bad day and you just take it out. In your head, you take it out on someone whose fault it isn't. You get to the train station and there's someone in front of you whose ticket won't go into the thing. And they seem to think that the solution to that is to try exactly the same thing 1,000 times. Shoving it in there. The train left hours ago, still there. Tickets eroded, hand is just a blooded stump. And you come up behind him. On a normal day, you see that, and it's annoying, isn't it? But you know it happens. You go, oh, Jesus, you've never been on a train before. Right, you go around the barrier. I'm sure there are good people in here who would see that and think, oh, I could help in this situation. Excuse me, are you okay? Oh, that's your seat reservation. Just turn it round, okay? And just go, oh, don't worry, we'll do it. Take care, bye. I'm not one. But then you have that one day a year, don't you, when it's out of your control. Everything from the minute you open your eyes has been shit. And then at like 5:30, this is the last straw, and you come up behind him, and before you can even stop yourself, you say, oh, I wish you were fucking dead. You catch yourself, you know, I'm not that person, I didn't mean it, right? But in that second of selfishness, all you can think is, if you died earlier today, I'd be through that barrier by now. Holding up my existence. I feel like that most of the time. And not about individuals, I elevated beyond that. I now hate just society, just all the time. And summer is the worst, right? I like winter. Winter's a good time for me, because obviously in winter people stay inside, don't they? And they eat stew and they cry. It's a good season for me, winter. Just put veg in and cook it until it's just been in there hours. There you go, Swede. Fuck you. I'm staying there until I'm ready for you. I'm too tired to chew now. It's November. Chewing was June. Now I just need mush to shove in this thing so I don't die. That's why with summer, what happens is people go out, don't they, and they do stuff and they have opinions on it and they talk about it, and that's when I start getting pissed off. Right? And what happens is when we have good summers, you have real trouble. And it didn't used to be a problem, because in this country, obviously, in my lifetime, I don't remember many actual summers. I remember like days where you open the curtains in the morning and you go, sunshine, let's have a breakfast barbecue. And your partner go, well, it's 7:30 in the morning. You go, I know, but there's clouds coming, so let's really, just get out there and set fire to the shed and put a fucking sausage on it, please. Because it's raining now, doesn't matter. That was summer, it was fun, that one, wasn't it? Right. Now, the last couple, you had like days where you open the curtains on Monday and it's sunny all week. And that's dangerous. You know you're in trouble because you turn the weather on and the weather people are outside showing you the weather. If they were indoors, you wouldn't believe them, right? But they have to be outside. You switch the weather on and Carol's there going, hello, I'm outside in a field, look at the time and look at your time. It's happening now, this. It's the sunshine up there, look, it's very hot. It's not too hot, I'm not dying, but it's because it's quite far away. It's temperate, it's nice. And, I know it looks like it's just on me in this field, but it's actually, because it's so far away, it's on all of us, we're all experiencing sun. And I know it's Monday and you've got to go to work, but don't worry, it'll still be sunny on Friday as well. Right? And that's the bit where we all go, I beg your fucking pardon. Still sunny on Friday, is it? When I go out and get shit-faced. You're telling me I can get shit-faced outside now, are you? And I can email people now and that will happen, will it? Shit-faced outside on Friday. Right, I'll start emailing everyone. You email everyone you know, and I don't know how it happens. You must be able to put into the email bar, everyone at desks. And it just sweeps the city, right? And whichever city you live in, there's the place you all go, right? And I live here in London, which is, has to be done for a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, 4 very strong opinions there. You make up your own mind how you deal with that little debate. Yeah. All good points. I'm obviously not from here, I'm from the north, but you can't be a comedian up north. I have to move to London, and when the Queen's not looking, I steal a bit of gold, and then one day I'll go back up north and build a house with it. I'll go, it's him what left, he's come back with gold. Fuck building houses, let's make him king. for now. And I think most people in London don't live here, and those that do live here don't like it. Nobody who lives in London likes it, otherwise Boris Johnson wouldn't be in charge of it. This wouldn't have happened if anyone cared about this city. Boris Johnson is in charge of a city, a man who is basically a human wet fart. I mean that because he's very much like a wet fart. He's very funny at the time, but you have to check for damage immediately afterwards. What's amazing about Boris Johnson, right, is you see like a clip of him a fortnight where he's trapped down a well or being bummed by a dog or something like that. What you forget is he's at work all the rest of the time doing shit. He's in there, right? And he'll leave. He's leaving in a year. We're going to find out what he's been up to all the rest of the time. The new mayor will come in and go, you know, he was turning the Thames into custard from the bottom upwards. The bottom 6 foot of it now is custard. He's just written here, I wanted to see if you could run across it. Ha ha. Unbelievable. So anyway, what happens in London is everyone goes to the river. Everyone migrates to the river when it's sunny, and they all started emailing each other. This time this year, last summer, they all emailed you, Ian, mate, you seen the Bertie Beaver? Right? I don't know the rhyming slang for weather. I haven't. Something like that, wasn't it? Bertie Beaver, West Ham legend. Right. You seen the Bertie? And they go, yeah, I've seen it, mate. Sunshine, innit? Funshine. Do it out the bumshine. You coming down the river then Friday night, 5 o'clock, get shit-faced and go, no, fuck that, mate, 4 o'clock, work through lunchtime, 4 o'clock, yeah, nice one, that was a bananas, 2 for £1, So what happened in London last summer, everyone went to the river Friday, 4 o'clock, right? I didn't, I had a gig, I went to my gig, right? Obviously no one turned up because they'd all gone to the river, right? That doesn't stop me, I'll quite happily spit bile onto empty seats for 2 hours, wandering up and down, everything's been terrible and one thing wasn't symmetrical, Come out of the gig, I get to Waterloo at about 11 o'clock at night, I just want to go home, right? And that's when I realise the carnage that has happened across London. A whole city pissed more so than any stag do I've ever seen in my entire life. And you can tell that because there were no groups of 2 people, right? No 2 people are sober enough to walk in tandem with another person. People are just drifting off, like grown men just smashing into train station walls because they've seen Harry Potter and they think one will open up to that magical world where there's that girl where she's not old enough in the films, but she is now, so it doesn't count. I saw her doing that speech on feminism, I thought, fucking right. Blood all down themselves. People's limbs have stopped working, they're just dragging themselves across the floor, hoovering up chips. Ooh.